your Facebook page and your Facebook page look the exact same minus the posts. If we just remove the post and remove the profile photo, it's like you can't tell them really apart. But your website is unique to you. You get to really kind of make it your own. Google requires a couple of things that are really important to think through. You obviously have to have a home page somewhere for people to land to, what's typically called a front page. With the Panda update that came out a year or so ago, they want you to have an about page. I know that sounds maybe kind of weird, but Google wants you to not hide who you are. They want talk about have a team page if you have a team, or have just an about me kind of page where it's a picture of you or a video of you. Google loves whenever you use their other products as well. So Google owns YouTube, and so toss a YouTube video up on there of you, sanding something down, or just talking about your books, or showing off the flowers, any of those sort of things. All of that's going to be really important, just having that living on the home page. Another little hack I can give you, hack maybe is the wrong word, but Google also has Google Maps, which is another one of their products. If you have a physical location people can come to, you may not want to put your house on there, but having some kind of physical, like a restaurant or something, having a Google Maps on your website is huge. As a startup, you can go to some DIY places. I'll tell you, depending on a few things. I'm not sure what all the college has over here, but you can probably find a student that can do a good enough site for a startup at a low cost. You may be able to figure out how to do a website yourself at low to no cost as well. There's Wix, there is Squarespace, there's WordPress. There's all these things out here you can kind of use. Most startup sites that we work on range between $1,000 and $3,000, somewhere in that range. So, and again, you kind of go back to, well, if as a startup, I know startup is a loose term because there are startups that do $1 million in their first year, and there are startups that do $10 in their first year, right? So it's kind of a wide variety term there. But the SBA says between 6 and 20%. 6% would be $6,000 at $100,000, and so $3,000 for a website is half of that, right? So that's kind of how we based our marketing or our pricing off of. So that's kind of what you can look for in a website. Super important. Put testimonials on there if you have testimonies. If anyone's giving you a 5-star review somewhere, display that on your website. People are going there to get information about you, what the kind of work you do, the kind of service you offer. You got to have that on there. And the other big thing with your colors, you hit it nail on the head. Keep your branding the same. If your all's logo is red, then have a red logo on your website. If you're, it gets crazy whenever I'm like, well, this is their logo, but it's neon green here, and I've only ever seen it before black and red, so I'm not sure, right? It's just like it starts to confuse. It's like, I'm not sure if this is the right people or not, or I'm not sure if I'm on the right website. Maybe they have multiple sites, what happens sometimes. So those are things, and then once you've got a website, link to it from everywhere. Your Yelp, your Google My Business, your Facebook, your YouTube, anywhere you have a social media presence, link back to your website. And this is called, I'm maybe getting too technical, but this is called NAP syndication, name, address, and phone number. Google wants to see that your name, address, and phone number are the exact same across the board. And so, for instance, for us, if our name is Eldie Web Design and Marketing on Google, but then it's Eldie Inc. on Facebook, Google thinks we're two different companies. And so we have to make sure our name is the exact same, the right letters are capitalized, our phone number is the exact same across the board. And so if you've got +1, parentheses, 423, parentheses, and then the other one is just parentheses, 423, Google doesn't like that. They want it to be exact. So name, address, and phone number be exact across the board. It's called NAP syndication. And then same thing on your website. On your website, having your name, address, and phone number be the same as everything else. Hey, thanks for watching to the end of this video. We put videos like this out every single week, so consider subscribing. Also, you've heard other YouTubers say, smash that like button. Here, we think you should crush it. See you in the next video.